Samaba. Na Sawachi. Konkoya. Natural Samaba. Na Sawachi. Konkoya. Natural Samaba.
I am more of fire, Sanimani Adi, Bobiachi. Ubano one year, can't nobody uses no waka. Now this government, the Yakula.
Sawuti Konkoya.
Nature say, oh, fire.
Fire no pay. Abusia, Tonton Sansan ye. Ostek real estate, more fire.
No fire.
Akra Kofi Dako, more fire.
No fire.
Janet Akoli, more fire.
No fire.
Jifa Shino, more fire.
No fire.
Wise Amasamai, more fire.
No fire.
Franco Trading Enterprise, more fire. Health Alert Clinic, more fire. Agbozo Herbal Clinic, more fire. Star 274 hash,
No fire.
Ubenya 1000,
No fire.
Ubenya 1000,
No fire.
and this is here.
No fire.
Sikasamonya,
No fire.
High Sense,
No fire.
High Sense,
No fire.
Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center,
No fire.
Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center,
No fire.
Let's Talk Educational Consult,
No fire.
Solak Natural Clinic,
No fire.
Solak Natural Clinic,
No fire.
Nokia Android phone,
No fire.
Chalobiata Yachi,
Ojani Jinem.
Yanya Bresed Ye,
The name names a crodom.
because of Koto, one winning three,
Only three.
Koto three,
Debbie.
it's in any brabad and you say, then Yabre,
Only by the
it's in any brabad and
You.
Yanimbre Sakoto,
Sir.
Yanyabre Sacrodom,
You.
more fire.
No fire.
It's in Yeti Ayakas as a hand, and in the air, Wamam Wunshimuno. Adia Bakwa Yadishu carry penindie and it's a bit of what free mono, a bit of what corner, a bit of what would you media banner, you know, and the end some year Kafao.
Good.
And ya memu grow. In fact, we are so for grow so that would yemia. A bit of what you banner, you know, and I see a transfer of Kobe, no, and ya some year come over cheap.
Good.
We are Juma Bibi boss. Say what power Juma, and Nasa Winyam Juma, and ya some banner, one quarter on the Kafao.
Enuni asem no.
Masa wo so mezi. Masa wo aboso kai.
Yeah.
Se wunya ma adwuma ma na se bia wo firi adwuma mu a. E de na boys no apprentice no wo mo kafa ho. Mo ani ndie. Wo pese wo se wadwuma so ani a. Nia ye kafa ho wa bra wuni wo no. Eno na kire bibi. Na die nti na me kasa asem me ka dia be wura court.
Okay.
Eno me te wa bra na me ye tie Godfrey Dame asem me no na yes ade we. Ena me ko Facebook. Ena me de eye kan ofori kuntungri nanaya ofori atamede ne foni akoto Facebook and busa say ho pa the kind ho pa na afe no betwe messages amnyae Nicholas ought to say yamfi obia grada ne afi akronfo we need the okasa baby a SMS see bra no ye finance minister amanfo hunu ni se kro no bo wo no ede tu no okasa
good
afei ato prince mission was say not at all. Adam Fafa was said that one crowd was say Adamoni was said Nipamu. That's a more kind no. Philip Pajame was said for the way. Yanfin wa baby. John Bosco. One day wa betiam crack and said, ah, Kwame. Obi a yahwe boy ye ade wo dia efoni wa beto besaye no wey. You don't know can
so guy no.
So ade a wo beye no. Say ekoya say so ani a amanfo bebo ajo so mbeka ho ensempa you look at John Dramani Mahama wo befra bembre oluso aba 2016 wo say mra na be kire mo ena mra kire na say nkire a kire ena say ye ka mamu papa ho asema ho asempa na ye taika
John Dramani Mahama
samanfo pa bibi papa ehuru wo man Ghana eyo mo de o mani hwe
John Mahama ho
say ye de enetebia etoto eye political dispensation bia na political dispensation by any other toto
John Dramani Mahama ni NDC
enti dia na tere e tere say ye de tumi sha wonsa ye de adwuma sha wonsa say de domani ma ya dia ba me aka ho nsempa mo Godfrey Dame ye Ghana aban mre nim ni panyi and na samba ne ka fa no wo dey forget the politicians ne ka
good
forget the obi aka jaja otemwafo what take case so what court and then what can for Godfrey Dame ho ne dia futuo you futuo what tape here was say what 10 times and brother do edu otemwafo no was say what tape no and brother do san komo na won japadi ye no and we did also we foot to a so I can say was said you no mercy connect yatino media can make a camen qua can go for ye with your tenant a camen qua can go for ye day tenant Nadia go for Damaica Yaman is a foot one was a foot one year a Casabico yan jack a foot one yatemwo at a foot one year and conson be a chetro whoopana wuchitum open so et a braya presentino the power of choice said a baya Nanimonyam Kakrana can obaba by no Babia will din in the niche Tiasam way go for Damini
who advised you to recuse yourself from the ongoing stop this sensationalism. I think you remember you were in court, the judge herself, even after the ruling, clarified that she had not given any such order at all. And that is only an advice. And what you did notice afterwards, I'm conducting the matter, I'm still conducting the trial. The most important point today is that all the applications filed by the applicants have been dismissed in their entirety. All the 5 applications have failed. And I think that in reaction to this, I would say that clearly shows there's a group of people in this country who ride on manipulation of facts, distortion, and deception of the public. They're always seeking to mislead and deceive the public. Today, they've been exposed. That is what I say. I leave the rest to my friends.
So now that they've been dismissed, all the applications have been dismissed, yes. How do you see this case going forward?
Well, today, when I was coming, I had a song in my spirit. Head of that church, triumphant. You know that song? Please. We joyfully adore thee. And then it goes on. Precisely. Continue. You have to play it in your radio stations. Head of that church, triumphant. We joyfully adore thee. And I said to you that they will lay traps, but all the traps I'll flee from them. And indeed, only righteousness will prevail.
So I asked a few questions about, so what is the way forward? As we begin to wrap up on this,
what we just heard is Key Soup concert party.
That is seriously comedy. Let's allow him.
I'm commenting on that. No, it's important. Look at this, Attorney General. You engage in clear misconduct, clear criminal conduct, and you are here using Bible verses and Christian songs. He's not even scared of God. Master, God is not a man who goes for them. God is not a man that he should be mocked.
What's the way forward for the NDC? What is the way forward for the NDC and the applicants?
You go and tell a witness, an accused person you're prosecuting, to falsify a fake medical excuse due to deceive a court. And you have the audacity, the temerity to still quote Bible verses and sing Christian songs. This guy. So these are the Pharaoh. If this guy existed in the days of Jesus, he would have been whipped like Jesus whipped the Pharaoh.
You disagree with some of the judges' decisions. What is the way forward? What is the way forward?
But
what is the way forward?
Look at this criminally minded
disagree.
Person
let's stay on
the emotional keyboard.
You disagree.
So I'm scandalized. As a Christian, are you not scandalized that this guy will use the Bible in the name of God to cover up his crimes and his misconduct?
So you disagree with the court decision. What is the way forward?
What a joke.
What steps are you taking going forward as you have expressed your disagreement with some portion of the
Afeti asemwe. Ye two for no anti ade. Obenko anti ade. Ye two for no anti ade. Anti ade. Enti komo de obi adi. You. Obi aso wadwen. E hye di trim. E fa senior Godfrey Dame e conduct no ho. You. Yeah, we are not judges. But we are also judges in our minds. Yeah, Ghana for your constitution, and just say your and a 2 minute a day, yeah, you want a 2 minutes a day, every bar, yeah, and didn't fear maybe a 2 centimeters, and what you. Sage no so beti ma be se a potential investor etrim you se Ghana bi na wo ho no se me di misika ko se ho na se bi tumi a eh o matani general no wo mo aban mera ni pani no eh nanu ya de ne tifa no ya te se obi a watam ne de ne court woni ne se kire ho no woni ne di nkomo e no mo bopo wo kwan a ye beti ma foso afo obi so na ye di adanse kuru mu atia no ne ye di se ne akono akoto afiase sadwe no baba be se ne akwa ni tirim baba be hye ni tirim So a potential investment can be lost. That's one yama. Mugana no say that here. You hey because say no matter 10 years here. San obeka. I get be ba show mutiri mu no. Etina enra temuafo no. Wo ye bibi e G Ghana. Ade a wo ye G Ghana. I was ye nyina ye boy ensem hia. And the man no e ye self footwo na wo de ma Godfrey Dame. Yeah. For the sake of my Ghana, said about ya, a dream being quosisi, and quosition quophobic trim, and foul hono. That's my inference. Yeah, said about a dream being man quophobic trim, and foul hono, and foot won't say. Chufla assembly mo. Godfrey say a foot no, and yense, it won't here. Anna, Japan should be able to abontain. Says I wouldn't hear foot to any dear, any train. And Nina, your bobotram on the NDC for boy, no, you no go on your woe. Oh, you are. Oh, you are. And son, and Nina, yet you will go if you didn't so. Don't want to answer the court on Friday. I so good. I'll mention us with dear 7. Yo, Wabra, ye quiet. Yo. It's a baby, I do no, baby, I do no. Crack of it, I had 2 fools on 1 fire and on 1 etikopo, 1 metikopo. So, yet 2 fuluentia, near batuning. What say? Ebe ya udi chumboko because yeah senyo order kra na dia mawa opanyi yesi abrewa tufua na wo se utie that's right esa abrewa ba wiesi jawo that's right otumwafo no obeye otumwani ansa na obeye aban lawyer panyi no bia wo te ni dia wo hunu no wo nya nkotena wo hunu dia wo hunu e jose chumboko wo tufo but I never call say Ghana for you who wafia ye kwakoto aba and it's for the first time we Ghana bakwasemo yenya attorney general minister for justice yetu no for say one twe no mfiri asembia wono no na kwatamba ya wo prosecute wo court this is the first time first time yenya dream bi to say dia wo dwene sabre afa attorney general ho me adwea me dwen fa no me dream bi ma no nka e wo mitiri me so so dia wo wutiri wa wo hwe mitie me e wo wutiri sa pepepe sa dwen na wo wutiri no wan kasa wo susu say emwa si ye pa mamu papa sa dwen na wo wutiri no ne sa ne yo na wo dan na di no wanya ene ya ye de boa e ma mamu papa ye dai e ba so enti no wei eya dia e wo se me ya aban lawyer panyina anka sai futuwi anka kwa mefa wanfa eti ye hwe dia beko good same jamfi bra na wo kasa do nso ye mranim ni wo se ensem ni bia eye otemuafo no di tu dwa na sa na mo ni bia wo tu ye no titiri won se wo de koto nanim se anka case de benya ye ntwam enam nia ye huru se Godfrey Dame ye no wo se ensem ni bi wo ne nya adwen okay mientia wo mo ne nya adwen no eni ehwe ne tie we.
That is a heavy blow for Godfrey Dame, who has been trying to escape accountability and has been sponsoring his assigns and highlands like Nana B and Paul Adomotri to be saying in the media that the tape is doctored, it is not admissible and all that. Now that argument has fallen flat. They have X all over their faces. The tape has been admitted, and that is why the judge made copious reference to it in delivering this ruling. And you've seen the line of cross-examination. More tapes are coming up. More tapes are coming up. Then number 2, and that is the juice of this matter. That is what makes all of us happy about this matter. Is that the trial judge says that it gives great discomfort for an attorney general and minister of justice to be speaking to an accused person when he knows that he's not supposed to be speaking to the accused person in the first place. And to be speaking to an accused person who was a lawyer in the case against the ethics of the profession, including telling the accused person to lie and contrive a medical excuse duty to deceive the courts. And the judge says these are serious issues of professional and prosecutorial misconduct, and that the appropriate forum can deal with that. We have taken a cue from that. And we know that the appropriate forum is not only the GLC. The GLC is one. We shall trigger that process at the right time. But we also know of Article 218 and the powers of Shraj. We know that the powers of Parliament under their powers to censure a minister. And we are going to be triggering all these things. There is no way that this dishonorable, crooked character called Godfrey Dame will get away with these unprofessional conducts and criminal conduct. There is no way. We want to make that clear. And the judge, clearly, even though she denied jurisdiction, has given us a cue and we know what to do. Aside that, The judge went on to say that Godfrey Dami should stay away. She's advising or directing, whatever word you use. An advice can lead to a direction. Strongly advised. Since Ghana became Ghana, from the days of attorney generals like Geoffrey Bing, have you ever heard the courts telling an attorney general that I'm strongly advising you to stay away from a case? The attorney general in whom all the prosecutorial powers of state are vested, being told by a judge that I strongly advise you, stay away. This is a shame. This is a shame of a disgrace of monumental proportions. And it justifies calls, not just by the NDC, but even by neutrals like Professor P.J. Tuya, neutrals like Mr. Insiansari, the former director of the Ghana School of Law, neutrals like Martin Kwebu, who are calling for the resignation of this Attorney General. People like my good friend Samson Ayenene calling for an inquiry into these matters. The judge, the court is scandalized, the court is embarrassed, the court is uncomfortable with the unprofessional conduct of this crooked Attorney General. And says,
stay away. It's free asem no ho futuo no de ma no ye nim no and sameja fi ni cheche mu no e che se wabra ho mani ma omudi asem no tips ahodo ho a e be nyina so good wabra ye toto amafo no tie he se de ni nyina abesi akọ in the coming days about very interesting. And note, so for the first time, what my Ghana bakwasemu, and as you say, you say, Attorney General will prosecute case, year to the four. Such a Kill na babu also Debbie na semia abuba when ye agree adamiti bia na dawutiri na Godfrey Dami so de eye Bible quotation na etwatwa no what the matter is him and na etwatwa no no wo na say what do you mean to that adventure na di wo Facebook or power 979 but no kwada nche ye kwa ni makura e ba ya de hwe ho nsema na no Honorable Erikopoku a woye Esrafo South mraso begani wo gina bakwasam so treye baby ana ye yedi kanfo edi omani a kire wo kwan papa ye betima hwe na ye mana de hwe nkyerɛkyerɛ ntete amunya wo sukuu e besi akɔ enye the current free agency a ye huru ya problems ahodo aye dey ama ne homne so ye ntie said ye Honorable Erikopoku wo sika na se mo NDC 360 hwade we
Section 21 of the Education Act on Sema or Trail Honey, say primary school, area basic school, no middle school near there, secondary no, so qua a free, nemum, wait to your fee kakra be a practical work, Nema be issue kakra home, training college near the United Shanina, a free, and oh yes, I share no. Now 1967, Obakaya, 24 February 1966. And I hear free fa auditu etu kwame nkroma amamu no egu ye na ne kura na odi bu oman no ne efre no NLC National Liberation Council till 1967 no and kwame nkroma free education or the buy no oyi edi free e ho no na sabra na oyi free ho no owura free fa be ye o mampanyin no e kwa no fa ye wura kofi abrifa buzia and now chairman of the political committee. Sabre na so and ofa Ghana mampanyini na na Akufo ne papa and no otemuafo panyina efe no chief justice e wo mamu Edward Akufo ado sampanimfo yi and na yewura fifa ene wombu oman no and this all call Google na busa say why who abolished free education in Ghana you will say yewura fifa one yewura buzia Sabe Buzi also wants to Prime Minister. 1969 bedru ho and na omuyi sa free education no edi free Ghana say ahocha ba omani and se be ya obi antua school fees na yenko se be ya oman bibia ebeka kama. Na yewura Kofi Abrefa Buzi a apart from so yeah chairman of the political committee no and also be director in charge of civic education and no man on anti babia no church amount for civil rights. Civic rights. Afa 1969 ana owura free fire say obe sign the oman no efi soja mamu mu akokama mi ka bi kwa so e dey say a constitution ye dey be see democracy no echi eno na your second republican constitution into a committee say committee no na nhwe constitution the chief justice Edward Akufo-Addo Omanpanyin Akufo-Addo papa na oka committee no Dr. Kofi Abrifabuzi na oka committee no sa committee na twerɛ 1969 constitution to mo twerɛ constitution no omanfa free education no ama 1969 constitution no emu na je say free 1969 ba no aye school fees sɛ mo nko a na ye ka no oman mu nti ya to aba 1969 wie no yewura Edward Akufo-Addo aye omanpanyin na otia konyosi na nado ne papa ene be Ghana nyina manpanyini ena sabe ne area ne parliamentary system enti de no da aban nanim awa adwuma yemu no aye yewura buzia MPP for na UP for pan for pa no wo na de MPP ba no mu yi sa free education no e the free your universities na just say Ghana the free sabre no we go school from primary secondary e ko ba bia we betua school fees and ye tua na sa and 1979 Ura Rollins beye cool ebe two abaya no wo so no edigu ye na wodi akonwa no ancha kra no se da bi opase do man no koka bi mamin ka bi na ye to aba and ye try 1979 constitution and the third republican constitution that constitution no article 10 and Ura Rollins ma ye de show say ye nkofa free education no ensign embrabio it in 1979 constitution Ura Rollins sign ye na ye de to aba e ma Dr. Hilal Imam ebedi akonya no e no sign the free education e de ba ye man mu na e church free education say ye be ye no levels ni nyina basic primary and middle afi ye be ko secondary ye be ko tertiary any adult ayina mama men ko meni na sa amemo no ye de constitution to obayi Dr. Hilal Imam no anche ana Rollins in pan for sabe two Dr. Hilal Imam amemo no guye afi de the constitution no anya dwuma bio enti ye tra military room until 1992 ana Ura Rollins here say do minor ko kama ka bi enti yantwe constitution ye de besi wa ye man e betumi do man si na soja amemo bi nya dai emma bio enti ye frefra manfo nyina se wo momra na yantwe consumer kaya Ghana Bar Association a lawyer for omso om de omunye bi MPP ko no so ni say a lawyer for na eye panifo mu enti ma MPP panyini bia ni ho a odno share emra ye twerɛ 1992 constitution no na sa constitution no under article 25 and Ura Rollins in panifo constitution ye fourth republican constitution de na ye de bu man de de to about 1992 ni atremu ade abedru ne no Article 25 no edition was say aya 1B yes starting from 1B or say basic education shall be free compulsory and available to all. There's a basic no primary any JHS no e be free e be say compulsory afa obia benya bia ko say available to all. That's 1A. Now
eti abakosami a ye dan na didi kire wi honorable Rikopoku eka ye kan ya bedru baby sabra ye ka se free status ne tibia te say ezembe na wofo ka ezembe na nkwada na ka kika bi kire
bi ni say am kono traffic light and na ubaru ko school 1 month obaba betina fie be se busumi biesa
awofo no so
enu susu da nkyeng enu na ye di ma wo ne enye papa awofo no so niam wo beto dia ko school mu no so kwa aye bebre ti
ja ma se katua ye dey ekoso even though you say ye free status now me tie ye twa abakosami ba enie se wotie de honorable which is very viable. When be a watch at Libya, a bit work check it. Yeah, a good for the papa more time. A brana Kwame Nkrumah Day free education abano. A draw my pens or move came. What came? Hear me? Tita draw my pens or became. A fact. Kwapem say ye nante ya wa ya bakosemu. A bedroom Rollins more pens one. Womo by 1992 constitution. More. And no pono bra ye kreno edwadifo a ye frefre omo achechefo a ye frefre omo Ghana fo de che ahodo a ye frefre omo a lawyer fo no mo ye MPP mpanifo wo mo yi omo ho firi wo yi wo eka so wo de omo number bembe tra e be twa constitution bia so wo eto yi ho firi meaning say 1992 constitution ma e shem eka sa fo se e wo se yenya enkwada no entity adishe entity free efitiase suku na mpo aduru nto aso suku a yemfa boase tokwa aso ne yenye no mpo no MPP na wonka ho no wabra ne ye twa we
na wonka ho no wonka ho fe na mra no so kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ ɔhyɛ ɛyɛ compulsory. That's right. Ɛyɛ compulsory free basic education.
Ɛne basic no but a band to aso school no dia wɔse boaso tɔkwa so
ne yɛnya
na yɛ de saa hyehyɛ na yɛ dɛ abade abeto so ɛmane nya wɔn wɔn sɛ saa bere ya yɛ wɔ mi a wɔn de free essentials mfum bi mu no wɔn de free essentials aba wɔn aso ayɛ mane nyinaa yo te sɛ dade a yɛ de akɔgu efidi dwuma yɛ wholesale manufacturing no mama ne nyɔn wɔn sɛ yɛ faces our problems way because one the tradition of the MPP no wɔn mu ne gidie wɔ ɛyɛ adesua yɛ ne free mu good wɔn mu papa no meduro ma pɛn so free education wɔ betwa mu saa eduro mo so apɛ so lawyer for akuku danfo abenfo a kombetimi di omunim de enum adom akyɛde abɛbata ho no eduro mo apɛ so sɛ wo mo so bɛboa na yɛtwe constitution a yɛbɛnya progressively free education no eduro mo apɛ so manfo mu ansɛm
na kyerem sɛ sɛnea yɛbɛtumi ayɛ no wɔnim de ne nyansa nkwanso no
yes
the MPP as a political party no wɔtɔ de kyɛ no wɔnim
so omo bibia akɔyɛ sɛ yɛ pesa amanfo to aba ma yɛn eti yɛn ka bibi kɛkɛ yɛn keka bibi nsi ani yɛn twa mfoni bi sɛ de bɛyɛ amanfo bɛfili sɛ yɛ wadwempa bi ma ɔmo ɛno ne baabi a yɛabɛduru mo hwɛ yɛ sikasɛm
ɛsɛ
hwɛ ɛkɛtansɛ ne porɔ yɛ ho nsɛm
adokoro yɛn
hwɛ mpuntu a yɛhwɛ anim sɛ ɛbɛba wɔ man mu ha
abɔ yɛn
ɛdeɛ ne yɛnka mfa ɔman Ghana yɛ sika yɛ a yɛfrɛ no sidi ho
asɛn
ɛkɔsi sɛn mampanyɛ nka sɛ ɔbɛbɔ ɔman Ghana bɔ soɔ ho ban akɔsi sɛn Polugu ayi dami omanfa tu omo say for the first time since Kwame Nkrumah penso eno ne signature programmer wo mo ya o ma ya ebe ma amanfo wo atifi mantem do ehu say byway adwe omo yantam sika say ye di say adwuma no yaye won anye akosi say
adwe ni si wo honom si honum a yɛnyɛ dam bia wɔ hɔ no bibie ni wadi adanse sɛ Polugu dam no wɔn ayɛ ɛwɔ hɔ eti nsɛm wɔn aka nyinaa no yɛ hurudu radan
so that's the difference between MPP amanyɔkuo yi a ɛwɔ abɛn mu ne NDC eti sɛ wote sɛ John Mahama ɛhyehyɛ bɔ a wɔn wɔ track record prove say ebu okra mpo ebo no manhye enso ade eda Ghana for trim ade eda Ghana for akoma so no maye
won aye
tie mama this typical example say yakwan mu nsem as say nkomo na kwan say enkran ne kumase kwantempo no so temamoto we ade ne yebetima ye ehwa behia say de yenyina dru so man no ehwa behia say yebeba ba mu na no ya president Mahama ne Dwabo Ase hia wo say sabo no say wonam kwa so wo be wo banko ade a wo begyina Ghana sika no so woni o wo se no one time Ghana sika emfa nkwahye ne yonko no mu nsem
dabi
wo begyina so aba yakwan mu good tie we
better ade here pa na de ba ko a de accidents kaseba any a single lane roads because majority of accidents are eba head on collisions I just said wrongful overtaking Nissan Yomano and Edeba. And one of your priorities, they say, you be dualize acquire a Ghana based on our resources. You name him say economy not safe, but we'll do our best. We'll try and dualize as many of the roads as possible. Because we approach casting in our NMC, we most in our NMC and echo. And your friend who had on collision, no, unya or ebiana obi BBS na wakoto bush nso no entire nipa nhwere omokwa say head on collision because impact na head on collision no emoding the dualization of roads here one of the priorities.
That's right. Adihia edo makoma so a wo mo de beba beto akwam eti leader ani obi a wo hu problem a you wo de hu solution ye dai eba problem ne ye day say wo ye kwantempo ahodo so akwanhia ahodo a ye titete ne nansem no ye se ka no one we di ni ti akopem ne yonko de eti ama nipa dodo ahwe mo nkwa so eti kwa be so ne ye betima fa so edi sa de ehuduma te se wo mo MPP mo John Mahama so tai kwa aburochire eko nani so akoma eti wo kwa amanoni a akwan a ye kwantempo no eya na we kwa no no de o dey wo ko wesu ba no so edai boba eti ho asam no ka no sa
Sa pepe esan se uko baby ti se Dubai asa no nga ye won akwan uko US Germany and UK asa nete eti John Dramani Mahama ohwe enkan kopim eye kepko se yara de biara da kwanhia nso se ye dualize sa akwan ya sa the way ain't see every see biom
and in 2012 one share and no be bonokra no yeah look at the number of hospitals we'll see here and ya kwan hodo wa within a short space of 4 years
and 4 years
no me say within within a short space of 4 years because within that 4 years no na ya twe ne ho manso no what no boso be say
boso makuma wotwe
yes so election petition case no na ya twe down there
8 good months
our court good and at that time no na ama investor confidence no and this was the time year 2008 global economic crunch and the abawura a new era so aba for Friday aba so when you form on the government in home corner sabre ni nyina but within that period she no ma John Mahama foto to nanado ne baomia 8 years
infisha makuma kwa wotwe ene obi a infisha anantem John Mahama anya hwe kwa no de mamembo nkan keke ni aminima yarsabia minim hwe kwa no minim ga East hospital minim hwe kwa no minim Dodowa hospital minim hwe kwa minim Greater Crown Regional Hospital minim hwe kwa no minim yarsabia wesi wo sakumo no minim hwe kwa minim numerous compound John Dramani Mahama esi minim hwe kwa no misanzu nim se yengesi polyclinic ewo mungwa
eti your point in say your point in say John Mahama be gina wanim no kase te say ba omi anso aka pepe no kase road tolls here aban be gu no wo ba obesa de na obesa de aba de ebeti benya ne mudidie eye ne wanka mpo wo ye ya de ebeti benya ne mudidie eye nia enam ne so a road tolls no ye dey ye go no ye tie John Mahama wabra no se sabo no
lorry terminals. You bet me a partnership between assemblies and the Road Transport Union to build and improve and modernize terminals and look after the terminals on a revenue sharing basis. And we can even have private investors. You get private investors. Normal terminal. And the terminal no be escrow accounts. And sikani bia moje every terminal no will go into the escrow account na etria bosia editria edc terminal no. And these are all ideas ye dwen ho na senyame adom ne aba be mo yedum betrase na hwe how we can get a source of funding be a terminal nye yebetimi afa ne modernizing no near the clinic here the washrooms near the adin na atoho say forming near ye pavement fefefe near ye sheds passengers betimi atena say near be account into every week sales are yenya na yatibi near the go account no say ne be a betua cost of building the terminal.
Cost of building the terminals and if it's what it's also say road tolls no obasanso the idea and yaba road tolls na nam go ayegu no on my Ghana ahwe sika pi enti ne nam ne so ayegu no ayahwe sika wo mabu akonta ngire wo one child say sika na ayahwe no ekwa we so no mefa esade abramo sika no kwa ekwa say sika na nke betimi de ye mpuntunuma hodo no ekwa ye jama no ko ana sani akwa na asa begira wanim wa afia ye kwa akoto aba se mesa de ade na megu no aba between one no and obi a ennam no so not his fault is not the reason ennam no so asade ne bai no between one no why now benya jidie wo dem nia ennam misunti ene ye na gu anase ye collapse rotos no ono na metrust no because ono no why bi da okay aye akwan ahuru a oye second here yesi second Dubai no kwame yenya aye fire service tender station ewo honum emrechisu ayarsabia ewo ho ma min koka so anso eno so yesi aye kaswa interchange no eno so hospital ebata ho fire service station so eka ho honum eti obeti se John Dramani Mahama eka se mi kire mi se oba odi
roto na se fe obesa ye niema cabinet ahun so obesa anya na abefo kwanso hwe circle station ya ginya mi station hoyi John Mahama na be no abefo kwanso ne ugina hono nsu etokrabo a uhu se nsu ato e wo circle hono John Mahama na ye enti adanse di ni niema huru a waye nyina di adanse se nia wakan no obetumi aye enye John Dramani Mahama e no gu eye rotos e wo omaimu enti no e na mejenedi
akransa na obekono yetimi gra no sabre eye kankwa
ya
hwena no eye mpakadan eye tema ekosi mpakadan keteke kwan no sa keteke na aba foforo na yes should be mad no ekonya akwanhia no wo ka se mre bi elikam kotoko woye deputy youth organizer edema NDC amanyuku wo twa wo ni Facebook page say modia mokoso ankasa fa accident no ba ba bia di tipaye pa beba ene boa ye betwa ma ye say eno ne yehia say ye de be siesie eye keteke no photo screen so ne hwe say na say Ghana ban here asa ne yetimi de siesie eye keteke fufuro ye omo de ba ye man photo screen so na ye nya de we ntantam ye urade omo so mbe hia say
Kwame sika mbe hia ni is over $21 million.
$21 million and on behia
ansa na won sese keteke na asai no awo eye tema copy me pakadan hono no Kwame ni wo eno ena sabri won se won behia sesika we ansa na won atumi asiesie keteke na asai no Kwame utuni hu a won ti ase na se eyi ade we eye tipai wo ba be sei kese sika na no obese wodi atika na no obese wodi
wo se 21 million and now 2 million now 21 million the is gagas here
Kwame say na manka ne
2,138,466 cities says sika no ne be hia e de asiesie saketeke fufuro ya ye de ba ye Kwame so meka che enye na Peter Mewu beka che say eno makese bia nsai ade bia sombu bia anya dai ansa urafi
ya nika
urafi say Peter Mewu beka che say akwanhia na esi ye no bibi bia ni wa sombu a e wo keteke ne ho asai e ka bia ma urafi
Kwame maka Kwame mami bisa sembi NPP samanyoku wo bai se wo riba be som Ghana fo anase wo bai se wo riba be di esika NPP as a political party omo bai se wo riba be som Ghana fo anase yen sika na wo ho no e na wo bai se wo riba be di because keke asai no sika yen twani over $2 million e na ye dire kwako siesie Peter sector minister so beka che yen sika biara interfere de bari den yen ehu
na keteke dan kasa yesai
ya he ne bu ne ya he keteke nan kasa ne bu ya he keteke nan me say me I still stand by what I said the last time say the NPP as a political party and the government led by Baumia and Akufo-Addo if indeed is what the keteke ba my musa worry ba be sa trial now NPP and Akufo-Addo and Baumia womu populism no they would have invited the media to come and witness the hisa adiwe awose woko ye I nam so awose keteke ya say anko be man some joyful the cameras and the fei nyame die ti womu twa the live say ye ni o NPP ni o Baumia ni o Baumia na nam sunti Ghana ye nya keteke foforo
and e kaba
so me I still stand by that thing say send your honor and the woman kasa kai say sa video na buy no enye authentic enye quality video no hunu say bibi kekebi bi keke no wanga ye no I still stand by it say me akra me nye di say what keteke ba o maimu ma keteke ni benya akwanhia I don't trust them.
All right akra ye be say chia bi but answer about the last one what is say besi ne sa unknown account bi na ye de 52.5 billion Ghana cedis kogu mu no besi na sasem ye pede po mesebre and you say wabra ye koto abaro mo man ye nkaka ye hu sa no ma we nyina etire dan dan nyina ye ba na ya bo ensemi bia etwam no eso fifth Ghana sika ye say ye gigeto ye boaboa to ano e de akogu futuom na futuo ba ne ye de kogu ma ye de akoto obi account a e wo GCB say ne akono woni din e sika say ya 52.5 billion. I want to call US dollars more. We are talking about 9.4 billion US dollars. 9.4 billion US dollars. As I'm here, Hey, now my crying, I said, I can't go. Your boy, did you go? You're right there. Hey, just a Sicano, Primakrama, a grand wood you on Sicano, a Primakranama, well, who do you on who crack. Say, yeah, can say 52.5 billion. Ghana Sika. Oh, yet here Ghana, and then normal way in air cost. Yet here Ghana. Now, yes, I should do Kanya Wabra Yanka Entry. Yet here, Yanya invasion will be a Rassi. Salam, baby, 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 baby. The dear Tinny at here, baby, I would. Can you wait? Tamania was dancing for me now.
And that's for me.
1988. Na can you nyama? That way Nana near the door.
Okay.
If you can you be me some obi fato to no mo the crop. Wabra ye be ade we sisi. Fato so nya ade we. Fantastic. Ye dia sell my bar no. Ye be sisi me ko ba bia. Obetin wasem. Ye ba. So TVXYZ. Well, yeah, the BB two screen is to see my own here. Can you do now? So, Mosanu Namuso Bihu. Wabra can you not do no? Yahuna say, Yaso, if you can ye be. Sabre Yadundum can you Wabra Yanda in a D and Jay and that potia, Sati be ever ban a rear. Ura Salam Dramani. Yvonne Nelson and Abante Bakuna I go to say woman ya woman Ghana for this year near say woman tinta suko dia buying what can ya dundum na ye hu dakura ni nyina beba na wie salam me mo adwo akwaba
me da se
na kan ye
so nem the ekoso our mine the erratic power supply na enye eno na Akufo-Addo ne Bawumia promise here. Akufo-Addo and Bawumia, they actually told us, they promised us that they will give us reliable, affordable electricity supply. That is not what is happening today. What is happening today is contrary to the promise they made to us, that they will give us reliable electricity supply. There's erratic. This thing was given to us in 2016. Here's it.
MPP for a campaign message.
Camera no beti mi azomi. Eno
Yeah, by no
2016.
Okay.
Me dinkra na was wow.
And that's just the mawo. Salam Dramani
PA. Eno wow. 2016. Akufo-Addo's vision. Eno number 3. Me pacho who kind number 3.
Number 3 no say every household or business has reliable and affordable electricity
supply. Thank you. So that is
not supply account.
Correct. Enye we na ekoso sese. Intermittent erratic power supply. Of course, that is it. We should be holding duty bearers accountable and responsible for the promises that they make to us. That is the era we are in. If you come to power and you are reneging on the promises you made to us, we will hold you accountable. There is doomsday in the country. Unfortunately, government doesn't even want to admit that there is doomsday. So once government doesn't want to admit, it means that government doesn't want to be responsible. So we will use the powers that are granted to us as citizens of this country in the Constitution, Article 21 plus 1D, which gives us the right to assemble and to demonstrate. You understand? To demonstrate our frustration, our anger, our disillusionment, our disenchantment, our dissatisfaction about policies of government. You see, so we are using Article 21, Clause 1D on Saturday at the entrance of the University of Ghana at 2 p.m.
University of Ghana anymore.
Yeah, main entrance. Yes, because there's a reason we have decided to keep the vigil from the 2 p.m. to 10 p.m.
A reason here.
Thank you. You know, Doomsor affects people during the day.
It can't be.
Exactly. And it affects people during the night.
Okay.
So we need to give people the government to have that feel of what we go through when power is off during the day and when power is off during the night. You understand? That is why we have decided to do it, because vigil is normally kept in the night.
I say Obama abayini bia area. Now we are no more be anajo.
Say the one you fam. No. Andrea say na kokumemle. Yo na boom Doomsor. So I was asking myself, and the president and the minister of energy, they keep telling us that they have resolved this problem. So what it means is this: the president is not aware, is not alive to his responsibilities and duties.
Dr. Baumia. So what did you do? You do kanya wasio.
Correct.
A bit true.
That be sir. Okay. Oh, your cousin say. Nena na oku yebe maku neza dokwa amasi amalakwe se wo ma meka bebi na wo say wenwu a se adiechi adan adie sa obi ebe hu se wo ma me ho ada wole ho enti se Doomsor ho na wo say Doomsor ne ho a eno na Nyankopon ankasa wo say aban we ankasa no Nyankopon yi omu ntra omu try kotompo omu cha de bia Nyankopon ankasa o expose omu.
That's right.
So the entire setup, you know, the government, it's like bandits. You see, they are bandits, gang of criminals who have captured Ghana as if it were their personal property. So they don't take responsibility. That is why when the president went to Parliament recently to give his State of the Nation address, and the president for the first time used the word "the buck stops with me," and I was asking myself,
thank
you, and I was asking, so this guy is using analog minds and want to trick us the digital minds, because that is an analog person trying to outsmart digital minds, using the buck stop with me. No, he was trying to do that thing to absorb his successor, the standard bearer of the MPP, Bawumia, so that Ghanaians will not pin Bawumia to the ills of this administration. So he used that and I said, Mr. President, you are using analog mind. You don't belong to this era. Unfortunately, you have the powers to steer the affairs of this country. You have analog mind. Don't try to outsmart us. Because digital mind, there's no way an analog mind will outsmart or outwit digital mind.
So on Saturday
tomorrow, we are all converging at the main entrance of the University of Ghana at 2 p.m. We'll converge there and move peacefully to Tetekwashi roundabout, where opportunity will be given to eloquent, articulate, disappointed, frustrated, depressed Ghanaians, people like yourself, to mount the rostrum, to vent your spleen, your venom and vitriol on this government, to hold the government accountable, responsible to fix the Doomsor situation in the country. Look, if the government is telling us that there's an improvement in the Doomsor situation, we beg to differ. Because in the 21st century, power must run uninterrupted. So if power goes off 30 minutes, it should be a news, it should be a border to the people of this country. So we are telling the president and his people that if they see this situation as normal, we are telling them they have not quite waken up to join us in the 21st century. So we wake them up to join us in the 21st century, to take responsibility, you know, for the promises that they made to us. You promise us that there will be affordable, reliable electricity supply. As you speak now, power is not affordable. Affordability has fallen into lexical oblivion under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. There is nothing like affordable.
What is the guarantee say by the end of Ochina dia mobile no say ewiabre mobegina mobatinta sukoko anadwo de so mobetwaso. What's the guarantee say mra na wiye no na kane dundum na ba na wiye. Wo de adum kane an nye hwese de ya na sitie anadwo say ya na sitie. What dey say eti say bia wo kane yi bia na kane yeta yusu ya. Ti say de selam dia ba studio ya. Enwa na de besi with them. Where do so one hweye na woda ebetima ma ejaye dai atonfie kane no de fam no.
You see, so Kwame, like I was saying, we have people who don't possess or they don't have what is in the DNA of the 21st century, but they are rather the ones.
That's the problem. At the end of the day,
yes, what have achieved something tomorrow.
To say
like bringing or holding the government to the fire of accountability, and would have acted on the words of Nana Akufo-Addo, that exhortative word that he told us during his inaugural speech. That was 7th January 2017. That be citizens, don't be spectators. So tomorrow we'll be demonstrating to the president that we are citizens, alive to the rights and duties placed on us to hold him accountable to the promises that he made to us. He and his vice president. Yeah. Because the vice president, wants to be smart. Under the constitution, we voted for Bawumia. Yeah. We voted for Bawumia because when Bawumia was taking his oath of office on 7th January 2017 and on 7th January 2021, he said, I, Mahmoud Bawumia, having been elected into the office of vice president. So we elected him as well. So he cannot be passing the back that he has a boss. So decisions taken by the boss, he cannot be held responsible. He is equally liable for the ills we are going through. Fantastic. So tomorrow we are calling on the public to join us at the main entrance of the University of Ghana. We are all marching peacefully to the Tetekwashi roundabout to demonstrate our anger, our frustration, disappointment, and disillusionment to the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Bawumia that we are actually frustrated. Thank you by the doom situation.
Shalom Dramani.
Thanks for the opportunity, man. Thank you.
To acha what they can hear any braba yenya ko abusu ye kania dundum nya gudie kra yedum kania de oseye ba yedum kania e mama for sika yedum kania e de oye na eba because ye de kania we na dadem a ye betibesi ye ne se wanhwe ya eja beto ye fie eti wabra ye fasati bia we mo ye betre wa ye kom dum so ni hia mampani abadi eche dum so ni hia ministers ni nyina eche o mo se nya dum so light off ni nyina eche o mo se dum sie eti o kira nyame ya dum a enti sukoko ne etie ke Tonton Sansan ye dia bra mo no
ya maya ayo enyo ya ne wom ye peso bia ba adwabo na sibi na asem ye wo bia mu oka na mama ne ye kunsum yemfa mu mai motromodo yemfa mu mai mosempa